YouTube. Today on the Naughty Librarian, I am going over my Smutty September TBR list. It is Smutty September again! I started this last year where every September I just want to like celebrate smut. Smutty September. It's a thing now. I'm making it a thing. So this month I am primarily focusing on Smutty Delights. I will read some other books too just for like palate cleansing purposes, but the goal is to read as many like Smutty Delights as I can, because Smutty September, I'm making it a thing, damn it. First off, for Smutty September, I have One Foot in the Grave by Jeanine Frost. This is actually book 2 of the Night Hunter series. I read book 1 for Wicked Spirits Book Club and I liked it enough that I'm like, ooh, I want to read book 2, especially because I already have it. So I was like, okay. I'm gonna read this. Also, I wanted to throw in a paranormal romance so I have like a diverse genres of, you know, romance. I don't want to just read all one type. So this is my paranormal pick for the month and I'm excited. I really liked Bones, who's like the male lead in this. I mean, Bones is a stupid name for a sexy vampire, but whatever. He's basically like Spike from Buffy with better hair and more morals. So I'm kind of really into him. And yeah, it's sexy vampires and like bounty hunting and killing bad guys and crimes and then solving them. It's got everything I want out of a paranormal romance, really. And I just want to see sexy Bones again. So yeah, I'm just reading it for Bones. I just really like him. I just need more Tessa in my life on a general basis, so I'm going to read Surrender of a Siren. This is book 2 of the Wanton Dairy Maids trilogy, which is a trilogy I haven't read yet. So I did read book 1, this is book 2. I am really excited about this character. This is about Sophie. We did meet her in book 1. She basically wants like an adventurous life. And so she runs away from her wedding and she's like, oh, I'm gonna get on this boat and I'm gonna go to somewhere else and I'll pretend I'm not myself. I'll pretend I'm just some governess. And then she meets Gray and he's also, I'm gonna say he's probably a privateer. He's kind of like a legal pirate. And I was like, ooh, Sophie's like so sweet and school marmy and then like a pirate and again they're on a boat. So I'm like, ooh, someone knows how to tie knots. Like I love boat ones. I'm just getting so excited the whole book because someone's gonna tie someone up with a nautical knot and I get so excited for it. It's like, I'm just anticipation until it happens. So they're on a boat, sexy pirates, and I can't wait for the knot tying scene. So I definitely want to read it. It's just a dare. Like I'm gonna love it, I know, but I'm so excited. I was really like into this character in the other book, so I want to see where she goes with this one. Another historical I'm going to read is Counting on a Countess by Leigh. And I've been wanting to read this. This is also book 2 of this London Underground series. I've read book 1, really enjoyed it. And also I just like Leigh as a human because she's so sex positive in her books. And I just love them so much. I want a sex positive historical romance. And you know what? More boats. There's more boats in this story. I am so excited. This is about Kit and Tamsin. Kit is kind of a scoundrel with a heart of gold, which I love because they need hearts of gold. That's what makes a scoundrel like interesting to me. So I am kind of into his character. We met him in book 1 and he was like oddly feminist, so I was like kind of into him. And then we have Tamsin, who's a smuggler, and then they have a marriage of convenience story, and I love fake dating, and she's on boats a lot. She's kind of like a lady pirate, and boats, she's gonna tie them up. She's gonna have a knot thing, and I'm like, I just want to read historicals with boats and knots. That's like my thing, apparently, but I get so excited for it. And I think I might like Tamsin. She's not gonna put up with shit, and I feel like Kit puts out a lot of shit. So it's gonna be an interesting relationship. Marriage of convenience story. I'm so excited for it. Oh my gosh, I just want historical boats. What is it with me and boats? I'm gonna read so much Ilona Andrews this month. Like, so much. I'm gonna read Burn for Me by Ilona Andrews, and actually this is going to be a reread. This was selected as the book of the month for the Wicked Spirits Book Club, and I am so excited. This is the first Ilona Andrews books I ever read, and I loved it. It's so good. Like, I recommend it to people all the time who say like, oh, I don't really read romance. And like, I'll give them this book. Because yes, the cover looks super romancy, but like it tricks you into liking romance. So it's like a good like starter book, you know what I mean? And I love it. Oh my gosh, I never reread things, so I'm so excited to reread it. And it's for Wicked Spirits Book Club, so we're gonna do a book discussion on it, and oh, it's gonna be on my channel. Oh my gosh. Okay, so in October when we do the live show, it's gonna be on my channel. Oh my gosh, I just realized right now. I'm so excited. This is urban fantasy. It takes place in like alternate reality Houston where magic is very real, and there's all these like families who like you know, control it kind of mobstery style. And we're featuring Nevada Baylor, who is a sassy PI, and a guy who they affectionately call Mad Rogan because he's the scourge of Mexico. And their relationship is kind of antagonistic, but also like sexy antagonism. And I really, really enjoy the magic system in here. It's spectacular. I love how it's structured into like the political system because it takes place in like regular Houston, but it also has all this magic like interlaced into our actual reality. So it's kind of I don't know how to describe that, alternate reality, I guess, where magic is real, is just part of normal everyday life. And I kind of really like it. Obviously, like I've been like singing this book's praises forever, so I'm really excited to do a reread on this. I want to see like if I pick up on different things this time. And I'm also going to pick up the newest book in the Hidden Legacy series. So I'm going to read book 1 and then I'm going to move on to book 4. So I'm very excited. This is kind of also a spin-off because we're following Nevada's sister, Catalina, now. So it's a different Baylor sibling, but I'm sure Nevada's going to be in it a bit. And Catalina was always a character that I had my eye on because she's kind of shy. But basically her ability, her like magical power, is that she's kind of a siren. So basically she can talk to people and like mind control them. And she's very fascinating because she's also very kind of shy and withdrawn because she's like, I don't know if I'm using my power on people sometimes. So she doesn't know if everyone really actually likes her or if she's used her power on them. So it's kind of a dilemma. And there's also this sexy guy who's interested in her and she's like, I can't trust myself. And he's just like, I like you. And I'm like, ooh, they're gonna get together. But she's kind of young still. I think she's like 18 or 19. So I think we're gonna have to wait a bit for them to get together, but I'm so into it. I love this world. I want to see all of the action. And it's a murder mystery. She has to solve a murder using magical powers. And I mean, that's kind of very much Nevada's thing because she's a PI, but Catalina also helps run this PI business. So I'm super into this, like, if you haven't been able to tell. And this one just came out. It's a brand new release. Holy crap. I'm so excited for it. You don't even know. Like, I need this in my life. And also, I'm finally going to finish the Kate Danielle series. I slowed down. Like, for a while, I was reading, like, 2 or 3 of them a month. And then I was like, no, I'm going to run out. So, like, I stopped for a bit. I took a break. But this is the last book. Book 10. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What am I gonna do when it's over? Oh, I'm having such like book nerd like trauma about it. But it's a Kate Danielle series. It's again urban fantasy. It's a different world completely than the Hidden Legacy series. They don't take place in the same universe at all. But this one is about Kate, and she's finally going to have this massive showdown with her dad, who's like this big bad guy. Like, it's all gonna have to come to a head, and this is the head. And she also has Curran, who is a shapeshifter, her husband. She's pregnant in it. Sorry, spoiler, because this is book 10 of the series. Like, I have to say things that have already happened already. But, oh, just shit's gonna go sideways real quick. So I'm so excited. I just want to know how everything's gonna shake out in the end. And it's time. It's time I finally just read it. I'm gonna do it. I'm putting this back on my TBR list because I did not get to it in August. This is like the first month I like messed up and I didn't read my Sarah J. Maas book. I've been doing one a month every month. And then August just got away from me. And frankly, I didn't like A Court of Thorns and Roses, the book before this, that much. So I was kind of off-put to keep going to the series. I know everyone loves this. This is like everyone's favorite book of the series. And it's supposed to be very good. We'll see. I didn't get to it in August, so I do want to read it. It's coming up in September now. Take 2. I'm gonna do it because I want to finish all these books by the end of the year. This is basically a continuation after Akatar, and it's with Feyre, and she is living in fairyland. And then I know she was with Tamlin in book 1, but I know from, you know, the internet and everything I've ever seen about this series that she doesn't end up with Tamlin. So I guess in this book it's gonna be like her not ending up with Tamlin. She's gonna end up with this other guy, Rhysand, and it's gonna be that story. But everyone seems to love this story the best. Everyone's like, oh, this is the best book of the series. So I don't know. I think I might just be a Throne of Glass kind of girl, more so than the ACOTAR series, but I do want to read it because everyone has told me ACOMAF, because everyone abbreviates these things into acronyms, but anyways, ACOMAF, this one, like widely, everyone has told me how much it's better than ACOTAR, so I'm going to do it this month. August got away from me, it's going to happen this month instead. I'm also going to try to squeeze in The Right Swipe by Alisha Rai. This is her latest book. It's actually a spin-off of the Forbidden Heart series, which I didn't know going in. I thought this was a brand new series. Well, technically it kind of is. It's just, it features a character who was introduced to us in that other series. So I don't think the series are necessarily that related. This is about Rhiannon and Samson. Rhiannon, we were introduced before. She is an app developer and she develops this dating app that's wildly successful. And then her love interest is this guy, Samson, who ghosted her some time ago. Turns out, hey, Samson is the spokesmodel for a rival dating app. Oh no, we're business rivals. Oh no, we're gonna do it a lot probably, because Alisha Rai, she writes a lot of smutty bits. So I am excited for it. And Rhiannon was that character in the other series that I was always like really curious about, because she seemed really like, I don't know, like sarcastic and like sneaky, and I liked her, so I'm like very fascinated by this one because this one has like that cartoon rom-com cover. So I don't know if this is supposed to be a rom-com or not. I'm hoping rom-com, because like I've met Alisha Rai a couple times and she's so like funny in person that I'm like, I want to see her write a comedy, because all of her books I've read so far have been like soapy dramas. So I don't know what I'm going to get out of this one yet, but I'm excited. I'm excited. It's Alisha Rai. I've read books from her before. I know it's going to be very steamy at least, so it's going to have smutty delights. And honestly, being smutty is the only prerequisite needed for Smutty September. So it meets the criteria. Another cartoony rom-com I want to try to read is Meetcute by Helena Hunting. This is kind of a second chance romance. It's Kaylin and Dax. They kind of had this weird meet cute. They ended up being friends, and I think Dax like betrays her. And then now sometime in the future, and Dax needs her help because now he's like the guardian of this kid. So I don't really know why she's the one to help him, but I'm fascinated by it. I like the blurb. I like the cover. Like, I have high hopes for this. Like, I want to be impressed, because sometimes I pick up a book primarily just because of the cover, because I like these like cartoony covers because they always seem to be good, and I'm always pleasantly surprised. So this is gonna be my one. I'm like, I might be pleasantly surprised by this. That's why I'm reading it. Also, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be smutty. I'm gonna read Bride of the Sea by Emma Hamm. Also, this is gonna be a buddy read. I'm reading this with Jean from Jean Bookish Thoughts. I'll link her channel down below. I'm so excited. I love her. And then she mentioned a buddy read, and I was like, fuck yeah, I want a buddy read. So I'm like, I'm kind of fangirling about it because I like her so much. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you wanna hang out with me? Okay, let's do this. I didn't really know anything about this book when I picked it up. I got it for free at a book swap party, and I just got it because the cover looked really cool. And it turns out this is kind of like a Celtic mythology based Little Mermaid retelling, but like dark and sexy. It is an adult book. I had to double check that, and other people have said they've read other books by Emma Hamm that have been pretty steamy, and so I'm hoping this one has some smutty bits in it. I mean, she is a mermaid, so I don't really know how they would like do it, because she doesn't really have the right parts for that. But they might do something. I don't know. I mean, it's definitely going to be creative, so there's that. And also, I was like looking at the first couple pages, and there's so many words like in Celtic, and I can never pronounce them for the life of me. So I was like, ooh, maybe there's like an audiobook, because they'll pronounce the books, like all those words for me, and it doesn't have an audiobook, so I'm just gonna like hope for the best. They've got so many Celtic words. I'm hoping I can figure them out, because I've read other books with similar words that I'm gonna pick it up. But, you know, who knows? It's gonna be something. And it's Little Mermaid, and I don't read a lot of Little Mermaid stories, so I'm kind of like tentatively very fascinated by this. I'm also going to be reading A Lesson in Thorns by Sierra Simone. This was recommended to me by many people, but in particular Bethany from Beautifully Bookish Bethany. She mentioned wanting to do like a buddy read, and then I kind of like got lost in space in August, so I don't know if she's already read this yet. I need to ask her, but if not, hey, I'm gonna try to buddy read this with her. It is kind of a dark romance. It has secret societies in it. It has like 6 people who are always together and doing things. So like they might have like group sex. I don't know. If it says secret societies, I'm assuming everybody's fucking each other in like one big pile. I don't know why. I just assume group sex is involved. Okay? That's what I'm getting out of this. And not like I'm like so into group sex, but it's always fascinating to figure out what goes where. So like I have that curiosity about it. And also like secret societies are genuinely kind of cool, spooky stories. So I'm interested in like a spooky romance. Like I might try to read this towards the end of the month, so it's kind of closer to October for like spooky books. But yeah, I'm fascinated by it. I've heard good things. Bethany wanted to read it, so maybe we'll be buddy reading it together. Also, I'm going to try to read House of Salt and Sorrows by Erin and Craig. I don't know if I'm going to get to it because it's not necessarily a smutty September pick, but I just kind of really want to read it. I've just been in the mood for like a gothic horror story. And also it's from Book of the Month Club, which I am an affiliate for. Down below in the description you have my affiliate link if you ever want to try it. I'm forgetting what the word is right now. There I have a code. I'll put it on the screen, what the code is, and you get your first book for $9.99. So that's like half off because these are hardcover new releases. Definitely a dope like promo. And also you get to pick your books. And the books for September are like dope. Oh my gosh. I was so excited when they showed me what the books were. I was like, oh my gosh, they did that. They did that. So if you want to try it out for the first time, use my link. I'll put the word on the screen so you have like the discount code. And there's some really good pictures September. Holy shit. Anyway, House of Salt and Sorrows. It's a kind of a retelling of the 12 Dancing Princesses, but definitely like spookier with like kind of a ghost story. And I'm kind of into like the fairy tale retelling. That's not a fairy tale you hear about a lot. And also like I just wanted to read something gothic horror-y. Like I'm kind of into it right now. It's like a thing, and I'm like maybe it's gonna be like a thing, and like lots of books are gonna come out like that. I don't know if that's gonna be an actual thing, but for me, like it's like something that's going on in my brain. Is something I'm like very fascinated with right now. So I want to try to pick this one up. Smutty September. I'm so excited. It's like my holiday month every year. I have so many smutty delights. I don't know if I'm going to read all of the books I just mentioned. These are all of my options, essentially. I don't want to be so rigid that I have to read every book on my TBR, because I want some spontaneity, and sometimes I just don't feel like reading something. So I've just been saying these are my TBR options for the month. But they're all smutty delights pretty much, and I'm very excited about it. Let me know in a comment down below. Hey, do you want to participate in Smutty September? Tell me what smutty delights you're reading. It's like kind of fun. It's my smutty book month. I love it. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like. And if you want to see more videos, make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye!